Hey everybody, it's Hey John. I cover cryptocurrency, specifically Dogecoin, and I cover the Dogecoin news, and I cover Dogecoin technical analysis. In this video here, you will see me cover the Dogecoin news, okay? So, before we get to all that, do me a huge favor and just tap that subscribe button and tap that like button. It does nothing for you, it's super easy, but it motivates me to want to create content for you guys, and it helps me get out videos to people who haven't seen Dogecoin before, to help us grow Dogecoin, the community, everything. All right, you came for news. Let's get to it. All right, today I have some pretty exciting news here. I saw on Benzinga. So essentially, Kronos Advanced Technology Inc. sponsors Doge SPAC LLC. So if you don't know well, to give it a super too long didn't read explanation of what an SPAC is. An SPAC is essentially a blank check company where it's a shell company for the most part, where they create nothing, they do nothing. All they do is raise money through that shell company, and then from that shell company, you can usually buy something else, like to acquire another company or something. That's like the TLDR explanation of what SPAC is for the most part. So let's go ahead and check this out because this is pretty big for Dogecoin to actually have an SPAC or at least be involved in an SPAC using the currency. So this is very exciting because I don't think it's been done before. Personally speaking, I don't think I've ever seen a cryptocurrency being used for an SPAC. If you have, leave a comment below and let me know which one. I haven't seen it personally, so this could be like the first of many or the first of none. Who knows? Let's see though, huh? Okay. So the article says, let's see. LA, California, March 22nd, 2021, Global Newswire. LA, California, March 22nd, 21, Global Newswire. Kronos Advanced Technologies, Inc. OTC Markets, KNOS. OTC means over the counter, or basically the penny market for the most part. KNOS, or the company product development and production company that has significantly changed the way air is moved, filtered, and sterilized, announced today the first ever of its kind special purpose acquisition company that allows Dogecoin holders to acquire Doge SPAC LLC interests. The new Doge SPAC focuses on expanding our existing air purification and digital health improvement technology development and is actively searching for acquisitions in this field. Kronos will maintain a 20% interest or 4 million units. Doge SPAC LLC plans to raise approximately 100 million worth of Dogecoin by offering up to 20 million units at an exchange rate of 100 Dogecoin for $1. For 1 unit, or 2,000 Dogecoin cash for every 1 unit of Doge SPAC LLC. So it sounds like if you want to raise 100 million worth of Dogecoin, and they're offering 20 million units at the current price of 0.05, that makes sense right here because because 5 times 20 is 100, right? So this kind of makes sense right here of what they're offering because they're kind of basing off the current price here, and I'm assuming they're also taking into account for exchange rates and all that kind of jazz and fees and everything. So this kind of makes sense. Obviously, it makes sense for right now or the day it was kind of done, but obviously the price can fluctuate. Okay. This is interesting. So if you want to buy some, I guess you can do that, but I would advise you to do some more research first. Okay. So let's see. According to SPAC Insider, in 2020, 247 newly formed SPAC raised 83 billion in capital through IPOs, initial public offerings, in 2019 and 2020. More SPACs were created in those 2 years than in the prior 18 years combined. SPACs have already raised more than 38 billion in 2021. 2021 was an average of 296 for 128 SPAC IPOs. Holy cow, that's a lot of money. Okay, I can see why it's starting to be more popular. The money raised through SPACs in January 2021 alone surpassed all of 2019. Okay, so this is a new trend here we can see. So SPACs are the, I guess, the new IPOs. I would assume, let's see. Dogecoin started as a meme currency poking fun at Bitcoin, but now has a market cap of over 7 billion with an army of supporters. Tesla CEO Musk won't stop tweeting about Dogecoin. Snoop Dogg plays online a mock album image named Snoop Doge. Gene Simmons, a co-founder of the rock band Kiss, calls himself the god of Dogecoin, said Kronos president Michael Rubinov. And after continued interest and support from the Dogecoin community in our Air Doge, okay, I'm not sure what that is, but in other Chronos products that has increased popularity of Dogecoin, we're excited to launch our dedicated SPAC team. Okay. If you know what Air Doge is, or if you bought it or something, let us know. I mean, it was comment below. I'm not too sure what it is. I didn't even heard of it before until right now. The newly formed Doge SPAC team will initially take the indication of interest from Dogecoin owners that qualify as accredited investors and/or non-USA persons. Okay. After exhausting these interests, Doge SPAC LLC intends to go through the highly regulated process of SEC regulation known as an S1 in order to reach a broader audience and will update investors and shareholders via DogeSPAC.com periodically. Any inquiry should indicate both the size of interest and whether the ownership in Doge SPAC would be preferred in the more traditional unit of certificates, or in the units that we posted on the Binance blockchain, where they will eventually be tradable on PancakeSwap, the decentralized exchange for swapping BEP 20 tokens. Once Doge SPAC has raised sufficient amount of Dogecoin, we will endeavor to close out our first acquisition utilizing Dogecoin as the preferred form of payment or investment. Okay, as before, I'll explain to you guys what SPAC is, right? You basically raise money and use that money to buy something through a shell company. Okay, so here to kind of explain this something as well here. But the thing to note here is that they're offering either when you say the more traditional unit of certificate, I'm pretty sure that means like a stock share. And the other one is where you can actually trade it on the blockchain. Okay, so I guess they have both versions here. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Not sure how that works though, personally speaking, but it's interesting to have both, right? Here, just explain. Should you invest in SPAC? I'm not gonna go through all this right here, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to research yourself. So this kind of where I want to do this story at, because I found it quite interesting. And to be honest, the first of its kind. Who knows? It'll be the first of many here, right? And as always, with SPAC, I would always do my research and due diligence, because it's not like you're buying shares of a company. You know, you're buying with a hope that they'll buy something good, and kind of give you a return for it. But that kind of leaves it there for Chronos Advanced Technologies. There, from what I can tell here, they seem like some kind of HEPA air filtration company. So, given the fact that today nowadays with the whole quarantine, all that kind of air virus, all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but you know what it is though. This kind of makes sense why this company is trying to capitalize on the current market right now for that. So makes a lot of sense. And they're kind of capitalizing on the marketing here is capitalizing on the air filtration, which everyone wants because everyone's scared of what's in the air nowadays. And second one is the Dogecoin recent boom of popularity. So for them, they are literally riding the hype train here, and they're trying to cash in and get some stuff from it. From in my honest opinion here, I mean it's good for the company if they can do that. And also to note here is that they're looking for investors outside of USA because they don't want to go through the SEC. So if you're like somewhere else, non-USA, you can easily invest in this. But if you're in the USA, I don't think you can. So at least not yet. But I guess we'll see what happens in the future. So I saw another article as well on Benzinga, March 23rd, 2021. Is Elon Musk influence on Dogecoin price waning? I mean, I wouldn't say so because I'll explain why real quick before I get to the article here. Because Elon Musk, for Dogecoin, for him, he's a believer in it, and from my understanding is that obviously when Elon Musk believes in something, it's long term, right? I mean, think about it. Think about what he said. He's buying some Dogecoin for little X. Little X is too young to use Dogecoin right now, right? So obviously he's waiting for little X to get to a certain age, 18 or whatever, or 20, and then here's your Dogecoin, right? I invest for you like 18 or 20 years ago when you're a little baby. Now boom, now you have like $1 or one Doge $1, right? And by then he's like a multi-millionaire. Hey, you know what? Elon Musk say little X. You know what, dude? I bought you all this coins right here as a baby because this is like your investment fund here. So use this money, create a new company because that is what rich people do. Rich people give their kids money to create new companies or buy new companies, right? They don't give them money to go, hey, go buy a new house or whatever. I mean, they do that too, but they understand the concept of money makes money right here, right? And obviously, little X is going to grow in that household of mindset, to be to be an innovator, to be a creator, to be a creator, to be the best at what they do. So obviously, this kid is gonna have a little X is gonna have a huge step in life, compared to most of us here. I would say so. And with that kind of money, you can create or make things really well. Obviously, because money can fix things, right? Money can buy things. But anyways, most important here, that's kind of what I was getting at of what this article is right here, and that's kind of why I'm giving a quick explanation and a recap of why I think Elon Musk's influence on Dogecoin is not waning. But we'll see what this article says here. Are you looking to learn how to actually properly? Okay, we're gonna skip all that right there. Here we go. One word, Doge, tweeted Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, on December 20th, and sent the Joe cryptocurrency soaring as high as 20.5% in a single day. Then the entrepreneur's frequent tweets are associated with price movements and Dogecoin, but are the utterance of Musk still as potent? We take a look. Okay. Dogs Rock. Let's see here. He also said the same string. They had the best coin Doge opening at 0.0023 that day on March 3rd, 2020, and reached a high of 0.0025, a decent spike of 8.69. Dogecoin mode next month. Musk said on Twitter, Dogecoin mode, in response to a Twitter comment on the Cybertruck on April 25th. Doge opened at 0.0021 and rose to 0.0024, an intraday gain of 14.28%. Okay. Doge seller on July 18, Musk told one of his 449.4 million followers he only sells Doge. All right. Doge moved 8.57 higher that day, touching an intraday high of 0.0038 after opening at 0.0035. Super Doge. Okay. Doge. Let's see, 0.03, about a 3.44 gain. All right. Doge greetings. And in 2020, rallied over 20%. Musk posted one word, tweet on Christmas. He included a Dogecoin symbol in his Christmas greetings, emblazoned on a pair of red satin short shorts. Okay. The Shiba Inu cryptocurrency returned 60% in 2020. However, more was to come. January 28. Let's see now. Doge, specifically the magazine's goodest issue. That day, Doge opened at 0.075 at a high of 0.0138. 84% spike. All right. Let's see now. The gains over a period of a day were even more spectacular as the Joe cryptocurrency shot up 420%. The next day, Musk changed his Twitter bio to Bitcoin, a reference to the Apex current cryptocurrency. All right. February 7, who let the Doge out? That Doge rose to a high of 0.0849 after opening at 0.0784, a gain of 8.29%. He also tweeted a YouTube video the same day which featured the Doge Shiba Inu riding a rocket to the moon. Okay. So that being said here, Doge mania fizzling out. Musk's multiple tweets of late have seemingly led to misplaced surges in minor coins like Mars Coin, Shiba Inu. As for Doge itself, the Muskian impact doesn't seem to be the same as before. This month, Musk called on Coinbase to support Dogecoin. Not only did the instant send the wrong cryptocurrency. Not only did this instant send the wrong cryptocurrency soaring, with its Shiba Inu, Doge ended 6.8 lower for the day. Okay. Well, the thing is that it's kind of like this kind of reminds me of Trump, right? When back in like a few years back, when you do a stock tweet out, the stock market would rise, right? So this is the same idea here. But the thing is that with Elon Musk here, he isn't necessarily trying to do a little pump and dump here. He's just trying to, in what I can see here, he's trying to create awareness for Dogecoin, right? And that's the most important thing. He has 49.4 million followers, and you cannot expect that every single one, and you can't expect that every single person would see that tweet at the same time, or even within that same day here, right? Because not everyone's checking their Twitter. So obviously, when he keeps on posting over and over and over and over, it reaches a part of his audience every single time. But anyway, that's kind of what I think, and that's kind of why I think Elon Musk being invested in Dogecoin is nothing but bullish. Today's current Dogecoin price is about 552. I mean, it's a little lower, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, obviously, there are dips and there are pops. Yahoo Finance right here, right? March 23rd. Dogecoin Doge. What it is, what it's worth, and what you should be investing. Okay. So important to note is that what is unrealized gain or loss is the tax, obviously. Like Bitcoin and all cryptocurrency, Doge is decentralized, mined, and anonymous. Okay, that's the most important thing, right? It is not issued or backed by a government or bank, independently and recorded on a blockchain. Privacy is part of the reason crypto is so popular. Unlike Bitcoin and other deflationary cryptocurrencies that exist in limited quantities, there is no cap on inflationary Dogecoin. I mean, I wouldn't say that's true because obviously they're forgetting to note that it's a 5 billion cap per year, as far as I know, as of this recording here. It started as a tech geek satire, but Palmer and Marcus were skilled, experienced, and imaginative professionals. Their blockchain proof of work process and minting procedures were stable, efficient, and secure. Crypto wonks recognized that its potential, and the fake currency began amassing a very real following. I would agree with that. How much is Dogecoin worth? Investors are put off by the 59K asking price of a single Bitcoin will be happy to know that the comparatively Dogecoin trades at a bargain. As of March 19, Dogecoin was traded at 0.0585 per coin. A single Bitcoin will buy you almost exactly 1 million Dogecoins. Okay, that's pretty impressive. Is Dogecoin a good investment? If you are reading a basic primer like this, you're probably better off sticking with your ETF until you learn the ropes. Investing in crypto is not like buying shares of Walmart or UPS. First, it's incredibly volatile. Wild price swings that would make the common investor queasy are par for the course. The way that cryptocurrency is generated, distributed, validated, and accounted for is completely foreign even to the most tech-savvy investors. It's not backed by any bank, government, or corporation, and despite the fact that it feels like everyone's talking about it, crypto is still a highly experimental niche concept that the vast majority of people know almost nothing about and are nowhere near adopting. That's kind of why I create these videos here. Again, to educate, give the technical analysis of Dogecoin in order to create more awareness of it, which is most important here, right? And if you're more aware of it, you are more likely to adopt it. No guarantees, but if you know about enough, you may just go into it one of these days here. And obviously, Dogecoin is cheap enough where it's like, okay, I can throw $20 into it. It's not a big deal, right? If it burns up, it burns up. I guess I got no coffee, no Starbucks for a few days, whatever. Not a big whooper here, right? And as always, it's Hey John. I will catch you guys on the next one, all right?